Imagine this, Canada's richest province. Tired of Ottawa, tired of being ignored, and now considering independence. This isn't a fringe idea anymore. Nearly half of Albertans say they want out. Is Canada breaking apart right under Prime Minister Carney's nose? Newly elected Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, once governor of the Bank of England during the Brexit vote, now finds himself trying to showcase national unity by hosting the G7 summit in Alberta. But the irony is glaring. Alberta is a province where nearly half the population supports secession, and a significant minority would rather join the United States than stay in Confederation. This is no longer political noise. This is a movement rooted in economic reality and growing frustration with a federal government that many Western Canadians see as distant and dismissive. Alberta isn't just Canada's energy engine, it's the beating heart of its economy. Despite having a third of Ontario's population, Alberta contributed almost as much to national GDP growth last year, thanks to its vast oil reserves, among the largest in the world. Yet, for over a decade, federal Liberal policies have targeted Alberta's energy industry with aggressive climate mandates and regulatory chokeholds. The result, a region that feels overtaxed, underappreciated, and politically isolated. According to the conservative Fraser Institute, Alberta contributed 180 billion Canadian dollars more to the federal government than it received between 2007 and 2022. Meanwhile, Quebec received 9.5 billion Canadian dollars in equalization payments last year alone, despite blocking Alberta's pipelines to the East Coast. Two key figures have emerged as powerful symbols in Alberta's growing push for autonomy: Jeff Rath and Chris Scott. Jeff Rath, a veteran constitutional lawyer with a long history of defending First Nations rights at Canada's highest courts, now serves as legal counsel and co-founder of the Alberta Prosperity Project. Put it bluntly, there's nothing Canada can offer us that's more valuable than a complete cessation of federal taxation and regulation in Alberta. Business owners like Chris Scott, a small-town business owner who became a household name after openly defying federal COVID-19 mandates, now fly the Alberta flag with pride. They've been milking the West, and we're done paying for the East's indifference, he said. Together, they embody both the intellectual engine and the grassroots fire behind Alberta's rising secessionist sentiment, driven by one conclusion: the province would be better off determining its own destiny or even joining the United States as the 51st state. Premier Danielle Smith, though not a separatist herself, is opening the door to a future referendum by reducing the legal threshold for citizen-initiated votes. Starting July 1st, only 177,000 signatures in 120 days will be required to trigger a province-wide vote on Alberta's future in Canada. That's well within reach for grassroots groups like the Alberta Prosperity Project, which already boasts 250,000 members. David Parker, a seasoned political organizer and founder of the influential conservative group Take Back Alberta, has become a vocal force in Alberta's sovereignty movement. With years of experience mobilizing grassroots voters and challenging the political establishment, Parker warns that Federalists may be underestimating the mood on the ground. Central Canadians don't understand the anger here because they don't think about us at all, he said. I don't think Canada can be fixed at this point. Prime Minister Carney has promised to turn Canada into an energy superpower, pledging faster approvals for critical infrastructure like pipelines. But former Premier Jason Kenney warns if Carney doesn't deliver soon, the independence movement will only grow stronger. We're filled with hope, but ready to be disappointed, Kenney said. Even moderates now fear that if Ottawa once again fails to meet Alberta halfway, the cracks in Canadian Confederation may finally give way. Canada has faced separatist threats before, most notably Quebec in 1995, but this is different. Alberta isn't just a cultural outlier, it's an economic engine tired of footing the bill. If Carney fails to act with real results, not just rhetoric, the prospect of a new flag flying in Edmonton may move from fringe fantasy to political reality.